What makes us unique as developers is we don't get in, make our money, and get out. The only place that we have ever done developments is in Elverson, where we live. I'm Merle Stoltfzus. I am the oldest of two brothers.
My name is David Stoltfzus. I am in business with my brother Merle. We're partners. We own Stoltfzus Enterprises, which is a building company, a real estate company, a development company. Very locally, we operate here in the Elverson, Pennsylvania area.
As Dave and I were growing up, we were on a family farm. Our farm was on beginning 52 acres, ended up being 142 acres that my father purchased, and it was a chicken farm. But it was a rocky chicken farm in Chester County, and my dad would constantly say, when he sent us out to pick stones, someday we're going to grow houses on this old rocky farm. And so we grew up understanding that at some point our farm would probably be a community of homes and people.
Now we have a farm that's full of houses, and we're growing people instead of chickens.
Of the 6 associations and the communities that we've built right now that we manage, and we manage all of them because the people want us to manage them, we've never had a lawsuit. We've never even had an attorney called or been involved with that, because we work these things out people to people.
There's certainly challenges to live in the midst of 300 and some homes where you have built the homes, because not everyone's an easy person to be a neighbor to. But we're called to be Christ to our neighbors, and so that's what we're doing. And when I say when we're growing people, we're really trying to lead them to Christ and grow them in their faith as they come to Christ.
The Bible is my owner's manual, so I want to read my owner's manual to make sure that I get it right. And I do that every day. I can't imagine beginning to get into my calling without going to my caller first and get his instruction about how he wants me to conduct my day. My father was the biggest influence in helping me think of my life work as a calling. And he had the privilege of being employed by R.G. Letourneau. R.G. Letourneau certainly understood that business is a calling just like the ministry.
We're working on a project called Old Bulltown Village, which is about 5 miles east of where our operations are. And it's a project where we're building new old homes. We're taking the old look and bringing the new into it so that you don't have all the issues with old homes, but the character of the old homes is brought into it.
So I'm sitting right now in our model home here in Old Bulltown Village. We won't build any 2 houses the same in Bulltown, and this is where my brother's good. I mean, he's done this kind of construction in Chester County for 30 years.
When it comes to designing homes at Bulltown, I feel like it is really, for me, it's kind of a little bit of artwork. As I pray and in the morning and during the day and remain close to Christ, I am fully convinced He is the one that brings that creativity to me to be able to produce the designs I do.
And it is historically and architecturally accurate to what the Revolutionary War time period.
There's a verse, Colossians 3:23, which says, "Whatsoever you do, do it heartily as unto the Lord and not unto men." So if I'm working for the Lord, it's a whole lot different than I'm working for a man, and I want to strive for perfection in that way.
We're in development and construction. Anybody that in our business and in 2008 knows how difficult development and construction became.
At Old Bulltown Village, where we had, a number of customers already there, bought into the project and the vision that we had, we could have kind of changed our direction, which would have radically affected them. We decided not to, because we wanted to carry on what we said was going to happen from the beginning. So that is an expensive decision to make.
Our lender came to us and said, you need to move property here. You can't just be sitting on this. And if our priority in business was to make a buck, to just make money, and not feel responsibility to our customers, we would have done what the bank asked us to do. And they put a lot of pressure on us to do that. And eventually we had to get rid of them and get private financing. And so we've held on. And the Lord has helped us through that.
Because it's a battle out there. But when push comes to shove, I know God's got a hold of me. And my faith is firm in Him. It's not relying on me.
It doesn't matter if you're a pastor, or if you're a developer, or if you're a missionary. God gives joy, and He gives eternal significance in what we're doing when we understand that we are His.
Psalm 127 says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it." So that's a verse that we're constantly looking at. And God is in the business of not building houses, but building people. So we're wanting to build houses and get into people's lives to bring them to Christ.